So you're Anne Hathaway, you're an icon. I feel like you can do whatever you want. What drew you to this movie, and how does it feel to be closing South by?
I couldn't believe it when we got. So first of all, when I found out we were in South by, I was so excited. And they had to tell me like 3 times before I understood that we were closing it, because I don't know. I have such respect for this festival, and I know how selective they are, and I know what their values are, and I think that we're a cool movie that kind of is really bold and I don't know, has a good time. But the fact that we were like Southwest level fun and South by Southwest level good, it meant it really made me feel great about what we'd made.
Yeah. Okay, so based on the screaming, it doesn't seem like you needed to prepare to be a boy band heartthrob, but what preparation did you do?
That's very kind of you.
The screams speak for themselves.
Yeah, the screams are very overwhelming, but I love them. Oh, they're very nice. I mean, honestly, I just kind of try to approach Hayes as, a real human being. I think like we need to look at these people through a real lens sometimes and realize that obviously we associate so much with them on screen or on stage, but what makes Hayes tick when he's not on stage? And I think he's an incredibly feeling person, as someone who's very wise beyond his years. And I think that was kind of the entryway, with the sort of the boy band of it all. I mean, it was lots of dancing and lots of time in the studio, and that was just a gift in of itself.
Yeah. So I feel like this movie is a little bit similar to your recent Netflix film, where we have a little bit of an older woman, a little bit of a younger man. Can you talk about why you wanted to be part of this?
Yeah, well, this one came first. This was written by my girlfriend, Robin Lee, who I did Deliver Some Evil with. She played one of my sisters. This was her first book, and she gave us a sneak peek, and we read it. We were passing it around on vacation, and the men had very different reactions to the book as the women, and I was like, this is a movie. We have to make this. I begged her to let me option it. She did. I partnered with Cathy Schulman, and I was like, we have to make this and make it as big and as fantastical as it can be. And when Annie signed on, and Nicholas and Michael Showalter, like, are you kidding me? This is beyond the dream. So this is wild. And me and Robin, when we were doing Diller Shamiva like almost 25 years ago, we bonded over our love of boy bands. She was in KOTB, Down to the Socks, New Kids on the Block. I was New Edition. So to see this kind of come full circle, like everyone's like, is this about, Harry Styles? I'm like, this is probably about Joey McIntyre, a little bit of Ralph Tresvant. It's like a number of them. But yeah, this is exciting.
I play Daniel, who is the ex-husband to Anne's character. He's going through his midlife crisis right now, dating a much younger woman, and somehow his hypocrisy shines through, and he gets pretty bent out of shape when she starts dating a much younger man.
Yeah. Oh, this is exciting then. I didn't know you'd be playing kind of maybe a mean character? Not mean, but...
Yeah, I think he's misguided.
Okay.
I think he's misguided. He's very self-centered.
Yeah.
So he's only looking at everything through his own particular lens and not taking into consideration his ex-wife's feelings, needs, desires, rights, what have you.
Self-centered, you can pull from Veep a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was like a master class in being self-centered.
Yeah.
I watched my daughter experience One Direction the way that she did, and it was so bonding. Boys, like, they bond over sports, and young girls, they can bond over boy bands, and kind of got me excited about it. And that's why I called Savan Katecha, who wrote the music, because I knew him already, and I felt that if anybody, he put together One Direction, and I felt like if anybody could do this again, it would be him. But he'd been writing such interesting, edgy, contemporary music for Ariana Grande, for The Weeknd, for Lizzo, and I felt if he could combine the energy of One Direction with these more contemporary sounds, we'd really hit it, and he did.
I know that what makes me interested in this story is how much it reminds me of all of the awareness that we have about these pop stars and their private lives, and how involved we are in their private lives, and is that a good thing, is that a bad thing? And so I like that this was a movie where we could explore some of those themes.
Right. And what boy bands did you study in making this film?
Well, we have this incredible songwriter named Savan Katecha who wrote all the songs for August Moon. Savan's an incredible musician who's written music for every single popular artist going today. And so really we wanted to create our own band with their own unique sound, so they don't sound or look like any other band. They're their own thing.
Because this is a movie, about an older woman and a younger man, and we often see the reverse. Can you talk about what it was like to work on a movie like that?
Well, yeah, I mean, from the minute that I sat in my living room and read this book, which was sort of where this all started, I felt that it was really important that we get rid of this stigma. Like, it was shocking to me that a book that was already sort of making its way through the internet and was kind of like getting very popular was about something that, in a way, felt really old-fashioned, which was, why is it so sort of sacrilegious that, God forbid, an older woman could be a younger man? And then I thought, well, we better talk about this. We better make a movie about this double standard, and we better examine it. And the amazing thing is that the age fell away. Day one on set. Never did those actors have to act to the age difference. All they acted to was finding love through the other obstacles. They had so many obstacles. One had already been through a marriage and felt kind of done. One had a baby and now grown. The other hadn't even started. They lived in different places. One was famous, one wasn't. Like, all this stuff. And the age went away. That was the least of their problems,